Hello and welcome to another edition of Goa 365's Face to Face. We are still in COVID times. However, as far as deaths are concerned and positive cases are concerned, things are a little better. Now with us is Travel and Tourism Association of Goa's President Nilesh Shah. Nilesh, welcome to our show. Yeah, to start off, I would like to say now, as I started off, things are better. There are less deaths today. I think there were 7 deaths and 160 odd people who were tested positive. Now, is this the situation as far as the travel and as far as the tourism industry is concerned? Are things getting better, or are you expecting things to get better in the near future? What is the present situation of the tourism industry, Nilesh?
Hi Glenn, if you ask me personally, the things are quite bad. Reason being, the tourism per se is not open. In sense that government had said they have not closed down the hotels, but there are no businesses in the hotels, and the occupancy is maybe 1 or 2%. Unless Goa announced that tourism welcome back to Goa, right message is gone to the tourist, then only the tourism in per se will start. When we met last Chief Minister somewhere on the almost 25 days back, we had suggested that once it goes below 5%, tourism should open up in totally, and government should start welcoming the tourists back to Goa. Fortunately for us, the positivity rate, I think from today itself, from yesterday onward, it's gone down below 5. So
around 5, yes.
Yes, and I think that will go a long way in the rebooting tourism into Goa. For actuals to sense tourism there, we require certain changes in the protocols, which CM has already announced, but I think they have not been as implemented, because I think they have to go to the High Court for the amending the protocols.
Petition.
So
you're talking about that fully vaccinated people can come in, no?
That's right. So
yeah, that was an interview that when we had, he said that he would be because so, right now the next hearing, yes.
That's correct. So unless that comes in actual true sense, tourism will not start. So there are a lot of hurdles. Right now, only with the ICMR test, people are allowed. Specifically, people who are coming by flights. Secondly, there is no testing available at the airport. So people are booking tickets because there is a lot of confusion with the statements around that, the vaccinated people are allowed. And people are booking their tickets, and when they land at the airport, they are denied boarding because as per the protocol, they require tests to be done as of now. So once government clarifies on that and that more streamlining is done, then per se we can think of starting the tourism. Tourists will start flowing into Goa. Of course, tourism industry per se is fully geared up with all the SOPs required, and they are more careful in the whereas and when it opens in full swing to take care of the situation. And the biggest plus is this time 99% of the staff, the hotels which have started or who wants to start, are already vaccinated. I think that will go a long way in rebooting tourism, as and when government opens the door, opens the full gates. Right now, I am not saying gates are closed, but full gates of welcoming and messaging going in that as tourists are welcome back to Goa.
Yeah, but fine, I agree. The tourists are welcome back to Goa and or not. And see, obviously, if tourism has to revive, that message has to go across. But Nilesh, tell me one thing: how optimistic are you that these tourists will come to Goa? If whether the confidence of the tourists is going to be there, and how clear is the government and its supervision on various issues? And we are talking about third wave, fourth wave, X wave. So what exactly is the actual, because there is, as far as we can see, there is no clarity on this issue at all. So how much clarity is there for you all on this issue?
Glenn, when we were pitching for restarting tourism full swing, at our internal level, we had a conversation with the doctors in Goa, Goan doctors specifically, and many of them have come on your channel and they have expressed their view. And if you go and if you listen to their views, it is very clear this wave was because of the mutant virus. You can blame it on X, Y, Z, whatever you want to be made on political rally or Hunar Haat or for that maybe tourism. But actually, it was because of mutant virus. So now things are under control. And I'm always been telling for last almost 1 year now that COVID is there to stay for some time, and we'll have to learn to do business with COVID around. So looking into that situation, I think it is now time to open up the economy. And I was just hearing the word last week around 7-8 days back, that hammer and dance policy. So hammer it
What is this? What is this hammer and dance policy?
Do your restrictions when the cases are high, and people can move out and go to the parties, not parties, but go to the restaurant and go with the economic activities when the cases are under control. So you can and we'll have to have that policy continuously. Now, only the thing which we can pinpoint. Let's say it was a learning curve for every one of us. So only the as and when cases go up, the stricter measures needs to be implemented as early as possible. But with this time around, wherein without ICMR test or without vaccination or with the COVID negative certificate, people, if they are not going to be allowed into Goa, and with the more of our stringent SOPs, wherein government will have to play the role of policing as and when people are not following the rules. It may be tourist or it may be Goan. Starting them, requesting them, finding them, and putting the right appropriate, that COVID appropriate here, it is a new norm, put up at each and every public places. I think all those things will be required. And with this, I think we are quite confident personally that things will open up, because if you see our neighboring states, once they open up, there are a lot of tourists have come in. But this time, I don't personally feel that we'll have that type of crowd which we had on the first lockdown, because of this lot of norms, I think, and people have come to Goa already, so they are exploring other places. But as a Goa as a brand, I think it will get revived back, and as government will have a lot of role to play in this time, because as you said that we should not go into that negative zone, because tourism has to open in calibrated manner, but as of now we are quite slow compared to required, because even the restaurants are not allowed to open yet, which everybody of us pitching, and the CM fortunately has made a statement that they will start allowing restaurant. They will think of starting
50%, 50%,
in next 2 days, because that will go a long way in the reviving tourism. The restaurants, why they are required, I'll give you the example. Like the type of crowd coming into Goa now, they decide before coming to Goa that which place they will stay in Goa, which restaurants they want to visit when they go. And thanks to this all restaurateur which they have created brand by themselves, which helps the economy overall, which is helping the hotel industry. So I think the revival of that is must, the opening up of that is must, and more the earlier we do it, I think it will go help us out in rebooting tourism industry in Bombay.
Yeah, Nilesh, you're talking about the tourists going to these restaurants, and they need good places and all that. We Goans need some place to sit. I mean, how long can you sit at home? And Goans, quite a bit of us Goans, we like to go out, if not for anything. But there again is the danger, no Nilesh, because we have seen what's happened in the first wave. In the first wave, the tourists came. Probably if a lot of these shops and lot of these restrictions were properly, like even restaurants, if they were 50%, like it was said, or non-AC or something, I don't think we would have faced so much of an issue like what we are facing now. So don't you think that is also important?
Glenn, if you look into see that Goa was not only state which got affected, right?
Correct. Absolutely, I agree.
So basically, I can just remember the dialogue of Sholay, "Jo dar gaya, wo mar gaya." So it's no point in getting scared of it. We have to learn to stay with it. And with the vaccination around, we have to be positive around. Otherwise, it is going to be difficult for all of us. Forget about the tourism part of it. For us to carry our day-to-day life, as you said, we are social animals. We
Absolutely.
require to go out.
Yes.
You want to have the Panchimite, I want to go and have my bhaji at Cafe Bhosle at least on Sundays.
Correct.
Or go to Taco on the weekdays. So looking into all, I want to spend my family with the Guichin or some restaurant in Penny. Now with all those things, it's mental stress for all of us. So if we have to fight that, we'll have to be, of course, we'll have to follow all the protocols, but we cannot remain afraid because ultimately economy has to revive and we have to survive. How long I can pay my people in office if businesses are closed? Or for that matter, how long I will survive without any money? The savings already we have, with the savings and
Finished.
bank
Last
loans, we have 15 months.
Last
Maybe
month.
another 3 months or maybe another 6 months or maybe another year. Then what? So looking into that, and this COVID is there for staying some time. I don't think so it is going so soon. Way things are moving in. So only vaccination is the key. And the efficacy level of the vaccination of Indian vaccine, even today, it's come to almost 78%.
Covaxin 78%. Yes, yes, absolutely.
COVID shield is 76% plus, which is quite good. And the best part is, you don't get hospitalized, even if you get COVID, with you'll get recover at
mild
home
version,
itself. So
yeah.
keeping that in mind, and let's be positive about it. And as every one of us, we have to send that message that we don't have to get afraid. We'll have to follow the COVID norms, COVID appropriate behavior, and we can move on with our lives. Otherwise, it's psychologically, it's really depressing for all of us, and it is no way we can take it further. And there will be a lot of distress if things don't get normalized very soon, because a lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people are losing job. Many of them are not getting their salaries.
Losing,
And-
Nilesh, lost jobs. So many lakhs and lakhs of people in Goa have lost jobs. It's not.
Absolutely, in Goa, you see a lot of people who are working abroad, they have come back,
Come
they are
back.
jobless.
Correct.
People who are working in the hospitality industry, they are on half salary or no salary. Many of them sitting at home, waiting for industry to start. Even the vegetable vendor who used to employ 3 people, 4 people, he's just have one people, he does not have business. Same thing with the person selling fish or people selling the grocery or the chain which is supplying to the hotel industry. So basically all are suffering, and I think reviving the economy with the positive attitude is the key, because unless the government can do up to a particular level, ultimately we'll have to send that positive message and we'll have to overcome this, each one of us psychologically. Yes, we can do business without getting afraid, and we can revive our businesses in this COVID time, because it cannot go on this way for any time further. That's what that is very clear, because it is going to be possible.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that agreed. Now, a lot of, forget about business, a lot of people are under stress because we are not used to sitting at home, especially Goans. I don't know, maybe in other states, but as far as Goa is concerned, we are a little more westernized. We want to go out, we want to go for, as you said, for a morning, you want to go meet people, which has not happened for almost a year. Then suddenly 2-3 months we started, and again it got locked down. So it's a pretty bad thing, but that's okay, fine. That's one part of it. But now that we are discussing about business, assume that due to whatever reasons and due to whatever the way the planning is of the government, of the people, and now with elections coming up and all, now what in case things start really getting out of control again, what is going to be the future of Goa? Because without business, without money, what is going to happen, you think?
I think if again,
Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario.
But as you asked the question,
Specific,
I think we'll have to be have some way out around that. Basically follow the policy of restricting by having that, as I told you, hammer and dance policy, or restrictions, put self-restriction as and when if you feel the wave is coming in. But way things are moving, I don't think so we will have that type of wave which we had a second type of a wave. And with the vaccination around, even if we have it, we are better equipped to handle. The government facilities, with the help of the social organizations, they have been quite equipped to handle the situation. So I think the worst is our past. Worst is over, and for sure, because I don't think so. It can be worse than what we had 2 months
I hope
back.
not.
So,
I hope not. Nilesh, yeah.
and of course, with election coming in, we are seeing that effect where government is what do you call? There is a saying, "दूध का दादा छाछ भी फूक फूक के पीता है." So government is on that note. So they have been very very extra cautious. Otherwise, they should have been relaxed on the curfew, so-called curfew, long time back, because the cases were already going down. And officially, government has said they will open up tourism only after everybody getting first vaccination, which will the target is 31st July.
End of the month. Yes.
So 1st August we can expect opening earlier. We are pitching it for earlier, but taking into government lines maybe from 1st August. I think that will go a long way, and I'm sure I think we can overcome this this time, because remaining positive is only in our hand. Rest, there is no easy answer to any. If again it happens, I think it is going to be impossible for each one of us to sustain anymore. So I
Yeah,
think
but
we have to be careful.
correct. But what I'm saying is, see, I don't think there is a need for us to panic or be so negative, because suppose if, of course, vaccination and all that is there, but suppose if social norms, the protocols, the COVID protocols are put in, which are put in place. It's not that there are proper protocols put in place. Social distancing, closed environment, clearing up the whole thing. If those things are followed, then whatever comes, we can live with it. But however, what we are seeing, Nilesh, what we are seeing is that these are not being followed, and that awareness is still not going on from the government side, social organization. See, everybody is talking about vaccine. Vaccine is one part of it. You can still get infected if you have vaccine. You may not die, but you'll still get infected. So the other part of it is like masks and so that awareness is not happening. You feel that also concentration has to be put on before for tourism and business to survive. You feel?
In fact, when we met Chief Minister, we gave him the memorandum on 2 parts. One was on the relief measures which they can think of giving to the industry, and second measure was on image building. And image building, our first point on the image building was that that awareness is a continuous process. Because when tourist comes in, he's in holiday mood, so he requires to be reminded every time that COVID is there to stay, especially when he goes to public places. And all the norms need to be followed. So that is one part. So the signages has to go, as I said in the starting of our interview, the signages has to be throughout Goa to be put in the public places, which will help our Goans also to realize every time that as we need to follow the COVID appropriate behavior round the clock. For your information, all the hotels, specifically which are open or which are operating, they are following COVID norms to per se.
Correct.
And they are almost as good as 0 cases in the star hotels wherever they are operating right now, because the norms are very clear. They are wearing masks, they are following social distancing, and the COVID appropriate behavior is being followed in right spirit. So just for one information, when there were certain weddings happened and there were the type of mass wave where people got infected, the hotels which were actually happened, the people there were quite safe because they were following the COVID appropriate behavior.
Okay.
So basically, industry is well prepared to take this challenge. They are following the COVID appropriate behavior, and they are seeing that full team is on that task for believing. And if the signages are put up everywhere, and they go to such an extent wherever public places are there, somebody is with the board round the clock, keeping them informing that please wear your mask, keep social distancing. So industry, the hospitality industry is doing that bit, because ultimately they also know, or we also know, if we have to survive, we
Absolutely.
have to follow the COVID appropriate behavior, and that is a new norm which is there for another 2 years at least.
Oh yeah, if you are lucky.
I think we have to learn to do business, and I think the hospitality and the tourism industry has learned to do business around COVID. And as and when it starts, I'm sure you will see more discipline at each point, and even the public in large, even the tourists in large, whenever they come in, they will not come unless they find it safe, because the type of publicity what Goa has got it earlier. Like in first wave, it was that Goa is the most safe place, so people
Correct.
just rush. So
Yes.
this time Goa was in the more news because of their negativity
That's
than the
positive.
negative news than the positive news.
Correct.
So looking
Absolutely.
into that, I don't see it. Once we open up tourism, tourists will flock in. Whenever they come in, they will follow the COVID norms, and because they are also afraid, they also have suffered in their part of country. And actual sense, the all verticals of tourism needs to start for tourism revival. So the good sign is, I think there must be some plan in place wherein inbound tourists is allowed into Goa. They start allowing the foreign visas they open up. Good was is that, when one of the point which we had requested government was a free visa. So I think Goa government has pitched in quite well.
The center, the center
Free
has
visa.
given that. Yeah.
For inbound, for foreign tourists as and when it starts. So
Yeah.
plus the charter, when they're landing, they are going to get some subsidy of 1 lakh for the landing fees. So all those things will help in the reviving or rebooting tourism and for the survival. So ultimately, I feel another 1 year, it is survival, how we plan ourselves, how we are able to manage ourselves for the each one of us, our survival. So basically, for till now, even every time we're talking till now, just for your information, statistics wise, most of the 2000 plus hotels, out of 3500 registered hotels, 2000 plus hotels have still not started. We
I see.
saw
Okay.
hotel, medium sized hotel which depend on the
Charters.
inbound tourists, which is basically more of a charter tourist into Goa. So we'll require all those verticals to start for the industries to start, tourism industry per se start flourishing. So it will take a while, but I think if we keep our focus and that right type of positive attitude and that welcoming thing, and with the taxi issues also hopefully getting solved, I think all those things will go long way as and when the tourist starts coming into Goa, because unless they find it safe, I repeat same thing, they are not going to come to Goa. So we'll have to show that welcoming hand, that you are welcome to Goa and you are safe in Goa. So that is the
Absolutely.
key.
Yes, that's the key. Absolutely. Yeah. Because tourism plays a very, very large part of the economy. I don't know, 40, 50% of direct, indirect Goans are depend on tourism and tourism related industries. So it's important that this industry not only starts, I have an issue, not only starts but it sustains. See, what happens is, like last time it started, then doop, it went down. So to restart from that level is difficult, as you are facing right now, to restart, because Goa got a bad name. So that's why it's important for the whole issue to be properly handled. And maybe, who knows, maybe testing and vaccination and all, maybe, though it may be a slow start to tourism, but probably it's a safer way to start than just allow everybody to walk in like last time. I don't know, what do you feel, Nilesh?
No, that's correct. So the key word which we are talking right now, which you just said, is sustainable tourism. So the sustainability part of it. So I think it will help us out into, we'll not see that type of thing. And there are a lot of checks and balances which are kept. Government has this time, thanks to High Court, of that, with the checking we will be allowed. Of course, we require, as I told you, we require some amendment with the people with the vaccination to be allowed. The signage is still not coming because of maybe monsoons, government is slow on that, but I think that will be coming very soon. Secondly, the capacity restriction of the capacity which government will put in place, and there will be a proper implementation by the industry also on that, because ultimately we have to self-govern ourselves and follow the norm, so that we have to.
Absolutely.
So it may be small weddings if they are doing, or it may be doing small mice groups or family coming in, or doing what you call any FIT businesses. So I think all those things we'll have to follow those norms, and I think we are ready for it. And I'm sure that once it opens, I think we'll have the business at least to from August onwards, we'll have at least 30-40% business, and it will gradually go up as last time it went up. And
Okay.
November, Diwali is a little bit late this time, so November coming in, I think we'll have a good capacity of tourists coming in, and with the half of India getting vaccinated with first dose by November, I think it will help out in the sustaining the tourism. And by chance, if because I don't know how far the international tourism they will allow, but if they start, say by November they start allowing, because we have a request is to at least, if not scheduled flights coming in, bubble flights for tourists,
For
if they
tourists.
start from Russia and UK by November, if they're able to start with, of course, all the requirement norms,
Restrictions
I think
and yes.
Goa can be back on its feet by November, December.
Oh, optimistic. This is Nilesh Shah from TTAG being very optimistic. I don't know how fast we'll be. I hope we need tourism. But I don't know if we'll be able to touch those figures by November. But let us hope for it. Thank you, Nilesh. Thank you for coming on our show. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And keep watching Goa 365.